Kevin Rudd, Australia's ambassador to the United States, has come under scrutiny for spending a staggering $24,000 in a single day on October 1, 2023, during his tenure in Washington, D.C. Documents obtained through Freedom of Information laws reveal that the expenses were incurred on events such as breakfasts, morning teas, dinners, and a large reception at his official residence. The reception coincided with the U.S. Pacific Island Leaders Summit, hosted by U.S. President Joe Biden. The reception at Mr. Rudd's residence, attended by 190 guests, cost taxpayers $117,000 for the day. Catering expenses alone amounted to $11,200, which included payments for 3 chefs and 8 waitstaff. Additional costs included $2,000 for an organic balloon arch, $2,300 for a custom balloon garland, and $2,600 for audiovisual equipment. These details have sparked significant debate about the use of taxpayer funds for such events. Adding to the controversy, the event featured Australian drag queen DJ Kitty Glitter, who was flown in from New Jersey to Washington, D.C. She was paid $3,000 for her performance, with an additional $1,000 reimbursed for flights and incidentals. Local drag artist Crystal Edge was also engaged for $600 to host and perform at the Pride event. Critics questioned the necessity of flying in talent from interstate when local performers were available. These expenditures align with Mr. Rudd's track record of high spending since assuming his role in 2022. Reports indicate he accumulated travel expenses exceeding $150,000 in the previous financial year, including attending global forums in Davos and Munich at a combined cost of $40,000. While these events are seen as critical to advancing Australia's international interests, the significant outlays have drawn criticism from both media and the public. Despite the controversies, the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, DFAT, defended the spending. A spokesperson stated that Mr. Rudd's expenditures are consistent with previous ambassadors and adhere to departmental financial policies. Hosting events with influential stakeholders is considered an integral part of promoting Australia's national interests. The department highlighted that the reception for Pacific leaders was coordinated with the White House and formed part of the official program for the summit. Mr. Rudd's appointment as ambassador has not been without challenges. His critical remarks about former U.S. President Donald Trump, including calling him a village idiot and the most destructive president in history, have resurfaced, sparking speculation about potential diplomatic friction. While Trump dismissed Mr. Rudd as nasty and hinted at his desire to remove him if re-elected, diplomatic norms under the Vienna Convention prevent such unilateral actions. Only the Australian government can recall its ambassadors. Professor Donald Rothwell from the Australian National University explained that declaring Mr. Rudd persona non grata under the Vienna Convention would be highly unusual and could strain diplomatic relations. Such a move could jeopardize key agreements, including the AUKUS nuclear submarine deal, which remains a critical component of Australia's strategic partnership with the US and the UK. As Mr. Rudd approaches the halfway mark of his 4-year term, speculation persists about whether he will complete his tenure or face early replacement. His supporters argue that he remains an effective representative of Australia's interests, while critics question the appropriateness of his expenditure and past comments. This story underscores the complexities of diplomacy and the balance between advancing national interests and maintaining fiscal accountability. As Australians, it is essential to remain informed and engaged in discussions about how public funds are utilised to represent our nation abroad. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Australian News Today for more in-depth coverage of the stories that matter to you. See you next time.